In this session I am going to brief out about simple HTML programs. So let me start with simple HTML programs now. Okay, so in the last session only I have discussed about what is an HTML, that is, which stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and which is the language which is used for developing a creative web pages. Is it right? So now HTML language, it means that it is it constitutes of different set of tags. Is it right? So now I am going to start with simple HTML program with different types of tags. So first one which I am going to discuss is about heading tag. So where in HTML all the tags are enclosed between an angular bracket. This is open angular bracket and this is closing angle bracket. Okay, so I am talking about heading tag. So the tag which we are using is H. Okay, so heading tag consists of 6 tags. Okay, so this is heading tag, which is used for heading the text. Okay, so when you use H1 as tag means which will be have a font size in larger, and all the content within the H1 tag will be in bold. Likewise H2. So this is also used for heading the text only, but whereas when you use H2, the font size is comparatively smaller than that of the H1, but all the contents within that will be in bold only. Likewise we have till H6. So when you use the heading tag H6, which is comparatively lower in size when compared to H1. Okay, so let me take an example. As I discussed in the previous class, you know that what is the first statement in an HTML? That is document type. So which defines what type of document you are using. Then HTML. This is an HTML document, and HTML program has an HTML root tag. Okay, and it has 2 parts, that is head part and a body part. Whereas in head part you can add a title. Okay, so what is the title? I am going to discuss on heading tag, right? So program on heading tag, I can give a title like this. Okay, once the title has been opened, after that it has to be closed. Then you have to end the head part. Got it? So next is about to begin body. Okay, so now how to execute H1 to illustrate heading 1. So I am giving a text in this way. This is heading 1. Then you have to end up. Okay, so likewise heading 2. I am giving a text as this is heading 2. Next is H3. This is heading 3. Heading 4. Heading 5. Heading 6. So then after that you need to close the body. Also you need to close the HTML. So once you run this program, you will get an output where it consists of, this is heading 1 with larger font size. Heading 2, this is heading 2, which is having smaller font size than that of the H1. Likewise, this is heading 3, few more smaller size. This is heading 4, little more smaller in size. Likewise, still H6. So you can look into the output and also you can understand how it is working. Okay. Next tag is P, which is used for paragraphing the text. Paragraph the text. Okay. So now I am implementing program on P tag, right? So let me change the title with program on paragraph. Okay. So in body, what I have to do, you want to frame a text in terms of paragraph, so that you have to use P tag. Okay, what I am going to give the message, I am going to print hi, hello. In next line, how are you? Then I am going to end the P tag. Finally, close the body, also close the HTML. So once you run this program, you will get an output in this way, where even in the program the text is given in 2 lines. Since you have used a P tag, you can notice that in the output you are getting output saying that hi, hello, how are you in a single statement. It means it is forming a paragraph. Okay. So in this example I have took only 2 lines. Okay. If you have considered more than 10 lines or 15 lines in an example, you can easily notice that that will be formed into a paragraph. Okay. So let me talk in detail about paragraph tag. How means, let me modify the same program to illustrate different cases of P tag. For example, hi, hello. Then I will close here only the P tag. For the next line, I am using another P tag. Okay. So what is happening here? Hi, hello is given inside one set of tag, and how are you is in another set of tag. Now you can look into the output that we are getting an output hi, hello in one line, and how are you in another line. Why? I told you, right? Any text within a P tag will form as a paragraph. Okay. So now in this output you can notice that hi, hello is one set of paragraph, how are you is another set of paragraph, since it has been coded in this way. Okay. In the same program, I can make use of one more tag. What is that tag means? HR. This is used for printing horizontal lines. Printing horizontal lines. Okay. See here, for this given program, the output was printing hi, hello in one line and how are you in another line, right? You want to separate it by an line, horizontal line between these 2 lines means you can use HR like this in between these 2. So now after running this program, you can notice the output where in one line hi, hello is printed, then horizontal line is printed. Next, in the next line, how are you is printed. This is how you can make use of HR tag. Okay. Here HR stands for horizontal row. Okay. So next I'm still talking on P tag only. Okay. See here, I'm printing in this way. Hi, hello, how are you? Yes. If this is the case, what will be the output? Yes. Since there is only one set of P tag is used, entire text will be formed as a paragraph. So in a single line you can notice the output looks like this. Hi, hello, how are you? But you want to break this statement. So in order to break the statement, you can use the tag BR. In order to break the text, we can use a tag called BR. So in order to break the line. So whenever you make use of this tag, anything following this tag will be printed on the next line. Example, for the same program I am going to modify. See, I have inserted break tag now in between this statement. So now what I said you, when you make use of this break tag, anything following this tag will be printed on the next line. So now you can observe the output. Hi, hello is printed in one line and how are you is going to printed in the next line. Getting? In the same P tag, few more topics we need, few more things we need to discuss on, that is attributes. So what is this attributes? Attributes are used for providing detailed information or to provide additional information. This attributes consist of two components. One is name and second one is value. Okay. So what name means name of the attribute. Name of the attribute. Okay. Then value means value given to the attributes. Value given to the attributes. Okay. So now how to use this attributes in our P tag? Okay. Let me modify the example. See here. See, always you have to be, you should have one point in mind while using attributes, that is attributes should be used only in the opening tag, not in the closing tag. And also one more point, values should always be enclosed between the double quotes. Okay. So now this is the opening tag. I am going to use an attribute here. So since this is a paragraph, P stands for paragraph, right? So paragraph can be left aligned, right aligned, or it can be center. Is it right? So now the attribute name is align equals, okay, what is the value? I said value should be in double quotes, left. Okay, then close the opening tag and you now print the message MIT Mysore. Now close the tag. At the same time I will use few more values for an align attribute, that is align right MIT Mysore. In the right, what I am going to message, Department of CSE ISC. then align center. I'm giving the message, welcome you all. Okay. So once you run this HTML program, you can get an output in this way, where the first message which I am printing was MIT Mysore with attribute left. Is it right? Left alignment. You can notice the output screen where the message MIT Mysore is printing on the left screen of the output window. Okay. Next, second message, Department of CSE and ISE. This is right aligned, right? Look into the output. It is on the right side of the output screen. Then the third message, welcome you all. Okay. So welcome you all is I am printing on the value center, right? So you can look into the output screen. The welcome you all message is in the center. Okay. So this is about how to make use of an attributes, where attribute consists of two components, name and values. Okay. So next, so we will move on to one more example using p tag. So you can notice I have given two text like this with two p tags. Okay, once you run this program, you can look into the output like this. First line prints programming the web, second line prints subject code is 17CS71. Okay, so now I want to group this text into one text. It means that I want to form these paragraph into one group. So it is available in HTML to group the text. That is a text tag called div. So which is used for division or sections of text. So this div tag is basically used for grouping the text. For example, how to implement means div. You want to group all these text to form a single text. I mean to say to form a single section. By that time you can use div tag, and after ending all the paragraph you need to close this tag. Okay. So now when you run this program, you can notice the output. There is no change in the output at all. Before using div tag and also after using div tag, the output remains same. Then you can have a doubt, what is the use of using div tag? Is it right? See, for the I told you that div tag is used to form a single section of different paragraphs. Is it right? How it is useful means, see, for div tag also I can make use of attributes. That is, attribute name is style and value I am assigning is color. Color I am giving red. So here, since the attribute name is style, the value always should be within double quotes. I have told you. So what is the value? When you always print any program, the text will be printed in black color. Is it right? You want to change the color. Okay, by that time you can use a code color and the value which you are assigning is red. So now when you run this program, you can look into the output. Both the lines are printed in red color. So you can notice the working of div tag now. If at all if you have not given div tag means, the output will be programming the web and subject code printed in black color. So since div tag is used, it has built different paragraphs into a single section. For the entire section, it is going to decorate with red color. Okay, so this is the advantage of using div tag. Okay, likewise, there are different set of values. Not only to change the color, you can also increase the font size. So to increase the font size colon, then how many pixels you want? 32 pixels, and it has to be within double quotes. Then wait, when you are, and one more changes, when you are passing multiple values to a single attributes, then you need to use only one pair of double quotes only. For every value, need not give a double quotes. Okay, so it ends and then close the opening tag. So by this time, you have added one more feature to this div tag, right? Now you run the program, you can notice entire text is printed in red color, and also the size of the font, I mean to say the font of the text has been increased since you have modified it by 32 pixel. Okay, so this is all about div tag. The next question arises, if you wish to present each paragraph in different font size and different color, likewise means that is also possible. How? Okay, in order to print different paragraph in different styles, you can insert an attribute for each paragraph. How means? P tag, attribute is style, and color, which color you wish? You wish red, you can give red, close the double quotes, then close the tag. Likewise, for another paragraph, I want to style it with color green. Close the double quotes, put semicolon, then close the opening tag. Now you run the program. So you can look into the output. Programming the web message is printed in red color, and subject code 17CS71 is printed in green color. Okay, so this is how different attributes will make benefit for developing a web pages decoratively. So next thing, at the same time, I have to talk about one more topic, that is here there are two types of elements, block level elements and inline elements. All of a sudden I am introducing a term called elements. So don't get confused. Tags are interchangeably called as elements. Both are one and the same. Okay. So what is block level elements and what is inline elements? So I mean to say block level tags and inline tags. Okay. What is block level elements? They always starts on a new line, and they make use of entire width space available. So for example, the examples of block level elements are P tag, division tag, then heading tag, PRE tag, so on like this. All these are the examples for block level elements. It means which always starts on a next line, okay, which make use of entire width available. Next is about inline elements. Inline elements does not starts on a new line, okay. So and also they take few width available. low amount of width available. So examples for this is span, EM, bolt, time, so on like that. Few more elements, few more tags I am going to discuss on this session. So thereby you can differentiate which are block level elements and which are inline elements. Again I repeat, block level elements or tags, whenever you make use of such a types of tags, they always starts on the new line. Okay, so P is a block level tag. Next is inline element, that does not starts on a new line. Okay, for example, how means I am going to introduce one tag called span. So span is an example of inline element which does not start on a new line. Okay, yes, you can look into this HTML program. I have introduced span tag. So span tag is called as inline element, so which does not start on a new line. Okay, so now what I have made changes in this logic, I am printing the text using the paragraph tag, programming the, then only for the particular text I am changing the color with attribute style, and the color I am assigning is green. And after that you can notice span tag is used for for the text which should not start on a new line, because its functionality working like that only. It does not starts on a new line. So now after that the open span tag should be closed and also paragraph tag should be closed. Likewise for the second line, subject code, okay, then span, the color I am assigning is blue and the content is this, close the span, close the paragraph tag. Now you can look into the output. So what it is appearing? Programming the web is printed in which color? I have given green, right? You can notice green. And also I said you that span is a inline element which does not starts on a new line. So since the text web is not printing on the next line, new line will print actila. Is it right? So this is what inline element. Okay. Whereas you can recall the content topics of P tag. If I am printing hi hello in one tag and how are you in another P tag, the output was printing in the separate lines only, because P is a block level tag. Okay, so block level tag always starts on a new line. I think you can differentiate easily. Okay, so next another line is about printing subject code 17CS71 in which color? I have assigned blue, so you can look into the output screen. It is printed in blue color. Okay, so this is about using P tag, how you can make use of div tag, and also you can make use of span tag. Okay, div is a block level tag and span is a inline tag. And at the same time I am going to introduce one more topic, that is nesting HTML elements. Nesting HTML elements. What do you mean by nesting? What do you mean by nesting? An elements within another elements, a tag within another tag, that is called nesting of HTML elements. See, this is P tag, right? Within the tag I have opened span tag and I have to close the inside tag first, then I have to close the outer tag. So this is where we have done the nesting of HTML tags. Okay, in case if you code in this way, what happens? Is this proper? See, the outer tag is P, inner tag is span, and I have to close first outer tag or an inner tag. Is this correct? No, it is wrong. The nesting should be done properly while closing. Since this is the inner tag, first you need to close the inner tag only. Then you have to close the outer tag. So this is proper. Okay. So this is about nesting HTML elements. Okay. So next we will move on to a tag called PRE, which is used for preserving white spaces. Yes. How to preserve white spaces? So since I am working on different tag, so let me change the title, Program on Preserving White Spaces. Okay. So now what I have to do? I am going to open the paragraph tag. Also, I will use PRE, that is to preserve the white space. What I am going to write? Hi. In the next line somewhere I am writing hello. I am writing how are you by giving many spaces. Now I am going to close preserve tag. Also I am going to close the paragraph tag. So what is the meaning of PRE tag? Which is used for preserving the white spaces. How I have given the text, in the same way it has to be printed. There should not be no changes in white spaces also. Okay. So once you run this program, you can look into the output in this way. In the same way, how I have given the text, in the same way you can notice by retaining the white spaces as it is, the output has been displayed. So we will move on to few more inline elements. So inline elements means which does not starts on a new line, okay, which make use of less width available. Okay. So the first one, time, the tag time. It is used for displaying the time. You want to display the time tag, which is used for displaying the date and time in the format. Okay. Next, U tag, in order to underline the text it is used. B tag, to bold the text. I, to make the text in the italic style. EM tag, which is used for emphasized text. It means to make it bold. Both are same. Strong, so which is also same as that of the emphasized tag only, and which is having a meaning called important text, that is strong. SUP stands for subscript text. How? Example A1. Okay. SUP stands for superscripted text. How? In this way, A power 1, like this. Next, insert, INS. Once you want to insert the text, you can use INS. To delete the text, DEL. Mark, which is used for highlighting the text. ABBR, which is used for abbreviation. CITE. If you want to make it in the citation form, you can use this tag. Code, in order to display the code, means you can make use of this. Small, so what it does means it prints the text in smaller size than the normal font size. By that time you can make use of small tag. Okay, all these are all examples of inline elements which does not starts on a new line. Okay, so shall we let me implement these tags in a program. Let me implement the program using these tags.
Yes, this is the example program to illustrate the different types of tags. So while starting a program, we have to begin with the root tag HTML. So next is about head tag. To give a title, have given example. Okay, so next close the head tag, open the body tag. Here I am going to print this is a underlined text. Also I am making use of a tag called U. So this is used for underlining the text. Okay, next B stand for to bold the text. I for to represent the text in the italic form. EM tag, that is emphasizing the text, which is similar to italic tag only, I tag only. Next tag is strong. So this strong tag is used for highlighting the text, which is similar to B tag only. Next is mark, so which is used to highlight the important text. So once if I run this program, you can notice the first line was this is underlined text, right? So this part of data is enclosed within U tag, so that only that particular text has been underlined, you can notice. So this is B, bold. Okay, so the data or a paragraph Maharaja Institute of Technology Mysore is been presented in bold. This is how the using mark tag the data has been highlighted. Next is about SUB tag, used for subscripting the text. Okay, so when you use this, output can be looking like this. Next is superscripted text. The tag used is SUP. Okay, so it works in this way. Next, there are two more tags called delete and insert tag. So when you use delete tag, the data or a text will be quoted. When you use insert tag INS, it will be filled. Okay, so now I have printed I like red, pink. So it means that I have enclosed red between delete tag, right? So it is quoted. Okay, so this is one simple example by using different tags.